Almost I'm at Rogers Center as the roof is shut to keep us nice and warm. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Two great hitters lead their team. Next on MLB Network. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Look, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they didn't get it done here in front of an opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball. The 2-1 home just catches the inside corner for strike 2. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. A bouncer up the middle. And Ellsbury's aboard with a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
And his pitcher's got to be frustrated right now. To have to grind that hard, regardless of result. To have to work that hard against the leadoff hitter, he can't be happy with the way this one started.
Here's Brett Gardner now. And Ellsbury's running. This one's down to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Hero?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Popped him up. Smoke has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 99.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough slider down low for a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
And that misses 1-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 lifted in the air toward the line in right. Richard moving to his left, and that retires the side. The Yanks leave 1-0 for the Yankees in their first. The Blue Jays' first set of swings next on MLB Network. Aaron Sanchez is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Striding in, Kevin Pillar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fly ball right down the line in left. Stanton on the run. 1 away. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Here comes the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
Judge will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Donaldson awaiting the 1-0. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
The 3-0. And he fouls this one off. The 3-1 pitch. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. 2 out, nobody on. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Here's Didi Gregorius. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's got 5 base hits in 23 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Gregorius is on his way home. And the run will cross to make this a 1-0 Yankee lead.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Neil Walker, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Stanton stands at second with no outs. Here's a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Brandon Drury waits on deck. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
The 3-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. There is Solarte. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's take a look at Curtis Granderson. He stood the test of time. Former center fielder, can play both corners as well. Known for picking him up and putting him down. This guy can go get him in the gaps.
Brandon Drury will bat next. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's 0 for 4. From the stretch. A fastball that just misses inside. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Count remains 2-2. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
Travis calls for it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Yankees 2, the Jays nothing. Here's Justin Smoke now. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Up around the face. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west. But
there's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a little tapper. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
So digging in now, Yankees Solarte. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. And Ellsbury will put this one away for route number 2. Here's Randall Grichuk trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Count even now at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 2-1. Here now the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Digging in now for the Yankees, Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-1 the count. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. The 1-2. Softly hit toward the hole. He's got to hurry, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher,
Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Just foul. Here it comes, 0-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
A A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Fool him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
In now, Aaron Judge. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue. At least one more batter.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Adam Warren is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. Into the box now, Didi Gregorius, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Judge rounds 3rd and is digging for the plate. He will score, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 1-0 count. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Missed with a slider.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. We played 2.5. It's now 3-0 New York.
In is Curtis Granderson,
7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting 8, designated hitter, Troy.
Coming to the plate now, Troy Tulowitzki, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. And he misses again, ball 3.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1 pitch. Looped out towards short. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
That ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
Standing in, Russell Martin. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First delivery to him on the way. Popped high in the air. And there's the second out as he squeezes it while standing on the mound.
Center fielder, number 11.
So striding forward now, Kevin Pillar. He flew out in his last at bat. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the air now, out to left. Stanton has a read on it, and that's the third out. Pittsburgh area native Neil Walker will kick things off when we return. 3 innings complete. The Yankees lead this one 3-0. Now in the box, Neil Walker head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's a .333 hitter. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Warren offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Brandon Drury will bat next. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
A base hit in his first trip. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Richard on the move. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
The first baseman, number 33, Greg Bird.
Now that is an impressive vertical on this dive. As we take a look at it on replay, we can see just how high he had to get up to make that catch. That play might earn him a steak dinner from the pitcher.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. No balls and a strike to count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A shot down the first baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's gone 2 for 5. Here comes the first pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder. Brett Gardner would be next. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Richard has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 3-0. So coming to the plate, Devin Travis. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman, Devin Travis.
The pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Third baseman, number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Next to bat for Toronto, Josh Donaldson looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Ball 2 now.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Now the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Good fight to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Justin Smoke now. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Smoke playing here in his age 31 season. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 3-0. Standing in, Brett Gardner. No hits to this point.
The designated hitter, Brett Gardner.
First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Ready on 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed as Gardner's a strikeout victim, 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses above the zone for a ball.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Comes set, and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Judge. The runner at first with 2 gone. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Here comes the payoff pitch. A little bouncer. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Seared down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Yanks leave 1. They lead it 3-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Yankees Solarte, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Yankees Solarte.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. It's a solo home run for Yankees Solarte. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Right fielder number 15.
Here's Randall Grichuk. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Left fielder, Curtis.
It is Curtis Granderson. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to count to Tulo now. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And he didn't pull the trigger on a good low sinker, but it missed for ball 3.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Popped him up. Bird will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. Jays get one back on the solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now a 3-1 ball game. Ryan Tepera is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Ryan Tepera.
So stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Giancarlo Stanton.
He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Cutter low. 1-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Now batting, third baseman, Brandon.
Settling in now, Brandon Rowe. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Walker, base runner at first with 1 out. Count even at 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of his zone, and there are 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 33.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Bird. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2-0 count. The pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now batting, Jacoby Ellsbury. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A swing and a foul tip, but held on to behind the plate, and they're going to get out of danger here as the strikeout will end the inning. Yanks strand a pair, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Russell Martin now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Goes down to get the sinker, and it's chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike. Two and 1 the count to Pillar. Two and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Stepping into the box, Devin Travis. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner back safely. First pitch of the at-bat. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now the 2-0. Flips the zone low and outside for a strike. This is line to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
You got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Donaldson awaiting the 1-0. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. He's in at second safely as we're now tied after a pair of runs score on the play.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
In now, Justin Smoke. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging. The 1-2 misses off the plate.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Here now the 2-2. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box, Yankees Solarte, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
That's a ball.
And there's ball one.
One ball, one
Donaldson at second with 2 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Joe Biagini brought in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Rendell Grichuk will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Two down, runners at first and second.
That's a ball.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
The 3-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We're through 6 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Tyler Clippard is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 78, Tyler Clippard.
Here's Brett Gardner now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Brett Gardner.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a changeup right down the middle. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Clippard, 33 years old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Popped him up. Solarte has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and a strike. One and two to the Yankees catcher. One out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Changeup in for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Here now the 2-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Hold the string on him that time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Sun Hwan-Oh gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Sun Hwan-Oh.
In is Curtis Granderson.
He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Left fielder, Curtis Granderson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way to left center. Stanton has a read on it. 1 away. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away.
The catcher, number 55,
Russell Martin now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Two out, nobody on. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now. Three and one now to Martin.
Down to 3-1.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains tied at 3-3. Aaron Luke has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 62, Aaron Luke.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Didi Gregorius.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Luke, a left-hander standing just under 6 feet at 5'11". He was a 9th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. Three and two now. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Now the Payoff pitch home. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Striding into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Neil Walker. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or you just pitch around them?
Ani bailed him out with a swing, 3-2 now.
Hey, I get where he's going right there. Sinker, and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top of one and crush it.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Payoff pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Brandon Drury will bat next. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Into the box now, Greg Bird. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Gregorius, the runner at third. Walker at second. Drury is over at first with one away. A ball and a strike now to Bird. Set and the 1-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and he will knock this ball away in foul territory. And if that was fair, it likely would have meant a run. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Swing, and he pops him up, and this should get him out of it. Step on second for the force, and that'll do it. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Jonathan Holder is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
65, Jonathan Holder.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Kevin Pillar.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count remains full. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that, AB, right there. Grinded out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in. Stepping in now, Devin Travis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Down and away, ball 1. Here it comes on 1-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's running. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
Nope. And he takes ball 1. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Judge is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Justin Smoke now. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. In his career, Smoke is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Into right field. That's a base hit. Pilar rounds third and is striding for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D'Lo. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Into the box now, Yankees Solarte. He swings and misses. Oh. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Smoke stands at second with 2 gone. Back up the middle. Gregorius is there. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. 9th inning coming up. The Jays lead it 4-3. Welcome back to MLB Network. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city. Roberto Osuna comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Brett Gardner now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0. There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate. 1-1. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The 1-2. This is in the air to left. Granderson is under it. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, catcher.
Digging in, Gary Sanchez. His career history with Roberto Osuna, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball stays outside. Osuna, the native of Mexico, he's in his 4th season as a major league player. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
2-0 count. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Travis has it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Two balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Anthony Alford will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 34.
So striding in, Didi Gregorius, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? There's one. Back to first. It's a double play. Right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Toronto Blue Jays came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Aaron Luke claims the win out of the pen, his first. Roberto Ozuna closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue